He was talking about things like what to do if you get kidnapped. In my mind, I was just like, what am I getting myself into?
I've spotted about 5 or 6 Chinese people. That's the dad with the baby. That's them. There they are.
And some of the cricket danger.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You got a big behind you.
From mid to late 2022, I started seeing these videos of Chinese people crossing what appears to be a dense tropical jungle alongside with a vast number of South Americans. And that really piqued my interest.
过来，好儿子，到美国来，然后我们去找警察吧。
Fourth boat is our family.
When I thought about South America, Narcos from Netflix came to mind.
Straight away in my head is like cartel, drug lords, you know.
It's an area that economy is built on the trafficking of migrants, and they are very sensitive of having their operations exposed. The decision was made that I would come in at the very beginning, starting with pre-deployment training here in country, teaching the team a little bit about jungle survival, how to manage yourself, what kit and equipment to take.
I was told the porters can only take 25.
What happens if they run off? Okay? What happens if our porters pull out?
He was talking about things like what to do if you get kidnapped. In my mind, I was just like, what am I getting myself into?
There are people who run towards the fire and the people who run away from it, right? All of us chose to do what we do. We're the type of people who would run towards it.
This is the first time I've seen the border. It was really intimidating. It was about 20, 30 feet high. So you will see miles and miles of wall. Then there will be a small gap.
Coming again. People are coming through.
To our surprise, it was pretty easy for them to cross. So everyone just walked through it and you made it in the US now.
That was also the first time we came into direct contact with the Chinese migrants who's just made it, and to hear them tell their stories, and they were so open and honest about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to be the first to welcome you to Quito, Ecuador. The local time here is approximately 1:07.
Why Ecuador is because that's really the only country in the Americas that allows Chinese passport holders to enter visa-free. So that had to be their starting point, and then they sort of make a step-by-step towards the US. So our plan has always been that we would fly to Ecuador cold without knowing anyone, just being able to identify key locations. And we try to meet them there, talk to them, try to sign up for the idea.
Where should I go? As soon as we checked in and the people in the guest house knew that we were journalists, people were tense. But as soon as I brought out the bakwa barbecue sliced pork, immediately people opened up like that.
At the transit airport, we met this family from China, Chengdu, mom, dad, Lucy. In a way, they're quite different from the other migrants. They're extremely warm, chatty, outgoing people. You don't get a lot of these people in China.
好吧。对，我尊重你的选择嘛。我也是来过中国飞机。No, wife number one, number two.
其实英文里面也有这句话。
也有这句话。
你要不要我教你
OK.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yay!
Thank you.
There you go. So Nakakli really is the jump-off point for the migrants in order to enter the Darien.
For me, I have to carry my boom, and we are definitely attracting attention.
We'd be walking through an area, you'd see a male, they'd be straight onto their phones, looking at us, pointing, sending feedback to whoever their bosses are. We stopped at one point and we had a little chat and say, we've got to lower our profile. We're standing out. We had to distance ourselves from the families as well, in the sense that we were jeopardizing their opportunity to get transport.
The fixer who has access to the Darien Gap, he just left a voice message.
Carlos said the guy who runs the area has told his contact that he doesn't want to see any journalist on any route.
By that time, I had a crew of 8 people traveling halfway around the world.
Still go ahead.
Just
with
proceed
the
as normal.
interviews. Okay.
So it was, yeah, it was a bit of a shock.
Coming. Migrants.
Third is Chinese. Fourth one coming now. Stand by. There's Chinese as well. Our family is not together.
And suddenly I heard, Xie Feng Hong! Xie Feng Hong, which is my Chinese name.
Fourth boat is our family.
They were shouting my name.
Yeah.
我什么都扔了，就把你的眼镜给带过来了，太辛苦了。
That was an exhilarating moment, really it was. So now the sunglasses rests on my shelf with a little tag, survivor of the Darien Gap.
These migrants who take on this journey are so incredibly resilient, and it made a lot of my problems that I face in my everyday life feel so insignificant.
I think this project was unique and it's a huge undertaking. I just felt it's such a strong story. It reveals so much about the times, and I'm happy about that.
3 more steps.
You're in America.